So, Devils, back to answer some more goddamn questions. But before we get to questions today, just wanted to show you because they just came in hot off the fucking press, god damn it. People been asking, when's the next Hell's Comp? When's the next Hell's Comp? Finally, they're here. So I've been tossing them out in worthy orders, of course, as we speak. But they'll be on the website, hopefully by the time you see this. But if not, just put the note section that you want one. Is Hell's Compilation Volume, what is this, 10? With the cannibal cover. So these are freebies that go off the orders. And don't send me something fucking stupid. This is another like pet peeve. Like I've got this. This was years ago. One guy emailed me. He's like from Mexico too, of all places to email me. Right? He's like, yeah, I placed an order. I didn't get a free CD. I literally looked up his order history. No orders found. Right? And I'm like, when did you place an order? I don't know, a month ago or something like that. And I'm just like, all right, if you didn't get it, you didn't get it. Anyways, did a little bit more digging. Dude, his order was like 3 years ago. And I'm like, oh, dude, you talking about that 3-year-old order? Oh, yeah. So can I get a free CD? No, place a new order. Like he expected me to ship on my time, my dime, a free CD because he placed an order 3 years ago. It's when you place a fucking current order and it gets tossed in there. And quite frankly, if it was forgotten to get tossed in there, sorry about that, brah. But I mean, I'm not shipping out on my own expense a free disc. Just an extra little perk. But 20 fucking tracks, all picked out by yours truly. I just picked out a song from each band that is a current roster. You know what I mean? Who's on the label? That's representing the label in around 2022 to 2023. Is there anything on here that hasn't come out yet? I don't think so. I think it is all out, so it'll be correct. So you could say 2022. 20 tracks. Here's the back. Get that additional piece of cannibal art, just like the demo shirts, a skull full of maggots that was drawn by the Kramer. Fucking discs. So you get 20 free fucking songs. In the meantime, if you place an order from the time you see this video, and there's not a selection say, hey, include free CD with my order, because Chase loves to do that, which is fine, I understand. If it's not on there, just put in the notes section. JJ Dog, include one of those cannibal comps or Hell's comps, new comp. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. In case you want one, they're free with orders, within fucking reason. Not I placed an order 10 months ago. Can you send me a free CD? Nothing stupid like that. First time I saw that, I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. This guy's out of his gourd. Anyways, questions we're going to go over then today is on the video posted 2 weeks ago. Grave and Broken Hope. Get off the stage, grandpas? Question mark. Let's see what the fuck's in here. All the way at the bottom, first question mark is from Kmart Goth. I just finished watching John Carpenter's Vampires with James Woods. Does anyone want to talk about this with me? What's there to talk about? Nothing to talk about. Do you like it or don't you? I personally liked the movie. Don't really have much to talk about other than that, to be honest with you. Life Eternal, a bunch of question marks. I also work in a warehouse in the scanning and packing department as of right now. That gets really exhausting. Depends on how large the orders get. You ever skip the gym because work was too much that day? Nope, never, not one time. To me, that doesn't make logical sense, too, because if you love going, why would you skip it? It's like if you got a hot piece of ass on your fucking bed and you're like, yeah, man, I'm too fucking exhausted. I ain't going to fucking hit that. No, you go hit the fucking gym because you like fucking doing it. That's what you should do. And not to mention, if you are tired, though, because you're going to be partaking in a strenuous activity, that's when the time that I use pre-workouts. All these kids, especially kids of today, it's been like the last 10 years, I'd say, need a pre-workout, got to take a pre-workout, what do you need a pre-workout for? Quite frankly, I see your workout. That's the biggest joke of a workout I've ever fucking seen. I know idiots, they'll fucking take a pre-workout and then go and walk on the treadmill. What the fuck? You need a goddamn pre-workout to do that? I can do that shit in my sleep. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. You use them at a time when kind of like, what was it, Life Eternal? Is that what the guy that asked? Yeah, Life Eternal. Or whoever was wondering this, you just use them at a time when you are feeling run down, tired. You don't use them every goddamn workout, quite frankly, because they're not healthy for you whatsoever. Because think about it, when you're going to the gym, what are you doing? You're resting your resting heart rate, naturally going there. It's going through resting heart rate's going through the fucking roof, and you're also raising your blood pressure acutely for an acute time, right? Well, now before you go, you're raising both of those artificially with all those fucking stimulants on top of one gym. So, yeah, is it going to do damage 1 or 2 times here or there? No, but if you take it every time for years on end, I can guarantee you it's going to fucking lead to health problems. especially maybe like LVH, left ventricle hypertrophy, increase that risk of that. Training with weights in general already puts you at risk of that, called athlete's heart. So you're just increasing your risk. So yeah, you don't need a dumbass pre-workout. I don't give a shit if you do train super fucking hard. You don't need it every time. You should look forward to going to the gym, but it's a tool. Put it this way: a Tubble pre-workout lasts me usually at least a year. There's 30 servings in there. At least, in fact, I think the current tub I have is probably like 18 months old. I can't even tell you the last time I took a pre-workout, to be honest with you. I only do it when I absolutely need it. I'm not against them, but the kids say, yeah, I need a pre-workout. I need a pre-workout. No, you don't. Quite frankly, that's the biggest pussy workout I've ever fucking seen. You shouldn't need anything to do that. Not a goddamn commenting here. I don't see Eradicate, Devastate, Annihilate, 1102, Laughy Face was said there. Jacob Brockman, hey J Dog, have you ever checked out Nocturnal Breed's No Retreat, No Surrender? Uh, Probably, but the thing I love by Nocturnal Breed the most is drawing a blank. The first album, sure you're all shot on the screen. The very first full length album is I think that's I might even give that a 10. That record is extremely good. But albums like Tools of the Trade and shit like that, I'm like, it's fine. What's the first album? Why is it drawing a blank? It's a huge fan of it. I just can't think of it. Um, I can't think of it off the top of my fucking head. It'll come to me. But anyways, yeah, very first fucking record from Metal Archives. In case you haven't, yeah, that's a black thrash record. That is an absolute must in my opinion. Banger song right down there. That was just some guys that know how to write some songs, not some just background fucking monotonous BS, which is what most bands put out, like we've already discussed, current and in the past. You know what I mean? Like kind of like what I was telling you about a lot of obscure Polish bands when we're talking about. You put it on, you're like, yeah, it's death metal, it's death thrash, yeah, it's old, but it's like it's just kind of background metal, nothing doing nothing for you. First, Nocturnal Breed, Aggressor, right? That's it. Yeah, that's the title of it, right? Aggressor. Yeah, that's some songwriting for you. God damn it! So go check that out if you haven't heard. But the No Retreat, No Surrender, is that maybe the EP around the time? Because I know they did an EP, but I was like, from what I remember, it was like 3 out of 5 songs were the same songs as the first album, so it was kind of felt a little pointless to me. Or was that Triumph of Blasphemy? It was like a 10-inch of it too. What I always listen to the first full length. That's what I love and know and own and listen to. But I never heard anything that was terrible. Just the rest, just kind of whatever. Distributive call points, death metal in the movies. What is it that's playing at the club in the middle of the 2007 action masterpiece Shoot 'Em Up, starring Clive Owen? I don't know, never even heard of it. Goatman, J Dog, work ethic tips are good. Also, I'm sorry, but Broken Hope sucks. King Folly was 100% right about those guys. Any chance of a There Was Blood Everywhere vinyl repress? I would say 50-50. Wouldn't be against it personally. I'm sure the band would be up for it too. But I don't know if the doinks over at fucking Relapse would let us because whatever the last Relapse Records pressing vinyl we did, they kind of pulled the plug on us. Said, hey, we found out vinyl's cool, so we want to do it all ourselves. AKA the incantations and stuff. Like that's when they started doing like, what was that, like 5 years ago or so when they did like Onward of the Golgotha finally? It's like, what took you so long? Like it should just tell you everything you need to know. Like the very first, the only vinyl pressing, unless they've done it since, I haven't seen it come through, is the Mortal Throne of the Nazarene album. That was never on vinyl until we did it on vinyl. Now, a classic, absolute, anyone that listens to death metal knows that's an absolute mandatory classic death metal album. Why wouldn't you put that on vinyl? It's just very obvious because they're just running a business over there. It's a bunch of fucking idiots that don't even listen to metal. There might be an employee over there here and there. Just chill the fuck out. Not saying nobody whatsoever there does, but whoever's calling the shots sure as fuck don't, because that was just it's common fucking sense. Now, after we did it, and especially because they got other royalties, the 10%, they said, oh, this shit's flying off the shelves. Vinyl's popular again. The kids want this. That's when they're like, yeah, we want to do it ourselves. It's because it has nothing to do with because they're fans or they want it for themselves. That was the only reason I wanted to do it. I wanted it for myself and as a business. I was like, yeah, I know it's going to move. I was like, to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Want my personal. Don't know why these posers never fucking did it on vinyl back in '94 when the album came out. And it's a no-brainer business decision. No fucking brainer. So, Yeah, but then they caught on to it. Like, yeah, let's get in on this too. But it's not because they collect vinyl or they're into vinyl. Like I said, for the most part, I guarantee those guys don't even listen to metal. And again, we've already concluded. Listen to Slayer and Black Sabbath. That don't fucking count in my book. Rocky's musical comedy something at 11:20 minutes, but I don't know what the fuck was said. I can't remember 2 weeks ago what I said in the exact minute time. Uh, PT Bruiser. All right, I got a question, J Dog. For bands on tour, do you recommend any Ohio spots for touring bands? I played Now That's Class and another spot in Cincinnati. I'm forgetting the name of it. I don't know anything about Cincinnati. I've been there twice in my life, and I thought it was an ultimate fucking shithole. I got a death thrash band I'm trying to hit the road with in 2023, and would like the inside scoop for cool venues. Yeah, for underground bands, pretty much all the bands now are playing at No Class. So the place you play, so it was called Now That's Class, but it's called No Class now. But anywhere on that Detroit road too, if the clubs are still they're kind of active. I don't know. There used to be the Fantasy. It's been quite a while for a show there. I don't know if she's still running or not. Whatever, you can look into it. Them, the Foundry. You're probably not going to want to if you're still a smaller, more underground band act. You're probably not going to play the Agora. Not that that's out of the question, but that's another club. So that's kind of clears the Cleveland area. Honestly, other than that, you probably want to play Columbus then. And I'm not too familiar with clubs down there. Been there for shows, right? But here, one offs every fucking 5 to 15 years, so I don't have committed to memory. Um, Cincinnati, I guess if you want. Every time I went down, it was the shit turnout too. It was like there's no goddamn scene down here. And the play whatever venue I went to is when Crucified Mortals went down there. It was the last time I was there. I think that was like 15 years ago. Looked like an absolute fucking war zone. I'm like, I will not be coming back. And it was a shit drive too. So can't vouch for Cincinnati, but just go Cleveland. No Class, you're good to go, brah. Can't count on the rest really. Uh, Human Brisket. That Posers was the best one yet. Oh, oh, I think that's maybe it's the most elaborated one. When I'm thinking this video. Um, Goat 666 DB, was that a Tom G oomph we just heard from JDZ? Sure was, brah. I said I do like the early Celtic Frost and Hellhammer, much just because it's because I call something out or something out about anybody, they think you automatically don't like it. It's like, no, I'm allowed to have an unbiased opinion. If I see something different about something or someone, I'm allowed to say something about it. You know what I mean? Just like, for example, if I don't know what people think when you say this. Let's just say you call something out about a person, like you don't like a particular thing somebody does. I don't know what is in this fucking world that automatically assume like I don't like them now. It's like it doesn't mean I hate the guy or I don't like the person. Oh, I just don't like this particular thing that they do. Same with music. If they put out something that I didn't like, or hey, I don't think I'm saying this guy doesn't listen to metal, aka Tom, which he don't. That doesn't mean I don't like him as a person. That doesn't mean I think Celtic Frost or Hellhammer sucks or I don't like it, which because I do. I'm just calling out a fucking thing. That doesn't mean like everything because he was in Hellhammer. Everything he touches is fucking gold. Like he does no wrong, no, you know, everything he does is fucking. He's God. You know what I mean? That's the way people treat you. Like what? Just because you like the stuff doesn't mean you know what I mean? Doesn't mean fuck all about anything else. Just means okay, you like his music. That's it. It stops there. That's how I am with everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, he did good shit. So yeah, I might use his fucking lines here and there. His moves. Kanye was fucking known like a motherfucker for doing that shit to the point where it was a little burn, a little overkill. It's all right, man. Heard this about a million times. Ryan Sexton question: Bolt Thrower War Master versus Realms of Chaos? Question mark. He says, I'd go with Realms personally. I would go with Realms of Chaos too. Uh, those are the only two Bolt Thrower albums I own, with the exception of In Battle There Is No Law too. But some people say that's a demo. I don't know. To me, it's a first album, but it's not considered the first album. But whatever. I own that too in the demos. After that, I don't own anything else. Never heard anything by Bolt Thrower that sucks. But as a whole, I've always thought Bolt Thrower was wildly overrated. Again, like them. Just calling out another fact. Like them. I think they're complete rock stars. They bitch about bootlegs to the point where they just look completely just in this for the fucking money. Um, so yeah, that's about the only negative taste out of mind. But do I like them? Yeah, just think they're wildly overrated. I like all the both their albums, but Realms is by far the best in my opinion. I agree with that too. Generally speaking, if I am listening to both their, it's 95% of the time it's going to be Realms. I saw them live for the War Master tour with Sacrifice Canada. Also, I saw Christian for the Apocalyptic tour in 1998. Oh yeah, that had been fucking awesome. With Angel Corpse, Epic of Unlight. Check out the new Epic of Unlight. That's a band that no one ever fucking brings up. I haven't gone back. I remember I guess it was their debut album, which I don't even know if I own it. I had it dubbed on a cassette tape. I remember liking it. I got to go back and listen to it, but I'm sure they've done other stuff, and I'd be like, not the same band now. I remember, but I remember liking the debut album. But it's been 15 years since I've heard it at least. But I had it on a dubbed cassette. Maybe Erica Chase had the CD and they dubbed it on a cassette, or I used it because I don't know if I ever officially owned the CD. I don't think I have. And anyways, because of my first car that I bought when I was 17, it had a cassette player. So a lot of stuff. I would buy some old cassettes or the demo tapes that were given to me, like the Manicore Ritual Cleansing of the Horror demo, things like that. Or I would dub albums that I liked a lot, or just get dubs of stuff I didn't have. That's where I would listen to it in the car because all I had was a cassette player. Now I don't have a cassette player, so I can get two shits about having cassettes. But at the time my car did, they were good for that. So that's how I did that. Check out their new album and Incantation in Memphis, of all places. I saw them in 2000 in Cleveland during the Conquerors tour with Angel Corpse, Immortal, First Dates in the U.S. and Satyricon. Yeah, that's when I saw them. I thought it was 2000. Yeah, 2000 about right. The Satyricon Angel Corpse with Christian. I was at that. Godstopper. When I first saw Grave on their Into the Grave tour in '92, they blew me away with their brutality. Same with Unleashed. Oh yeah, I'm sure seeing Grave and even Unleashed, yeah, in 1992 would have been fucking awesome. That's before my time. I mean, I was alive, but I wasn't going to shows at that time, and I don't claim I was when I wasn't, because I know some people that do that too, which is fucking ridiculous, but whatever. Um, but yeah, I definitely I missed the fuck out. That's why some of the younger guys that I meet, they're like, "Oh yeah, you've been to such and such," like kind of like almost like I've been going to shows for a long time, which I guess on paper it's kind of a long time, but I consider myself still a newbie. You know what I mean? Guys that were going to shit in 91, 92, 93, 89. I wasn't, so that's the shit I consider. When I'm like, yeah, but like the Goat Man's or whatever, what he considers probably going for a long time. I was like, well, yeah, I was going to shows literally before you were born. So in that sense, it is a long fucking time. But in my mind, when I hear who said that? Godstomper. Like the user idea too. Yeah, stomp that fucker's face in a goddamn bathtub. Um, yeah, when I hear 90 seeing Grave and shit 92, for the only time I think I've only seen Grave once. It was definitely for the Back to the Grave album, their comeback album, which was less than fucking impressive. I thought it was okay, but definitely not great. Definitely not Into the Grave. Definitely not first album 1992 tour. That's for goddamn sure. And that was what 2001, maybe two, maybe three, somewhere in that area. That was at the. I remember enjoying them though live. I will say that. But that's what I think. Yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever seen Grave, to be honest. Because again, if Grave came to Cleveland now, would I go? If it was on a Friday or Saturday, probably. If it was like a $40 ticket, probably not even still. Because what are they? They're going to be playing just a bunch of random new songs I never even heard. I mean, are they playing their Alice in Chains cover? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't want to fucking hear that shit. Um, it's now if it was like they're coming to Cleveland and they're doing the entire, they're pulling like a lot of bands do, like Mayhem, Dave Mysterious, and DSI with Legion, and they're like, we're going to do the entire Into the Grave album, then that, yeah, I would definitely go. I would 100% go to that then for sure. But if it's just Grave touring for the new album and it's like, yeah, we got a couple old songs thrown in there, fuck that, man. I don't even know 90% of the set, nor want to. So anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, concerns, you know what the fuck to do. Put in the comments box, get an answer bright another morning. Later, goddammit.